Hello, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kayla, Ben is behind the camera for now, and today we are filming a packing video. In a couple weeks, we have a trip coming up to Australia and New Zealand. We don't normally pack this early, but we have another trip that's the week before we go, and we're not gonna be here to pack, so we're doing it now. So, I'm bringing a medium suitcase on this trip. It's a 2-week trip, doing Australia and New Zealand in August, which means it's winter, so you bulky your clothes, right? But there's gonna be a couple different environments. There's gonna be Sydney, which is between like 50 and 70. There's gonna be Cairns or Cairns, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, and it's gonna be a little warmer. And then we're gonna go to New Zealand, which is gonna be like 30s, 40s. So quite a range of temperatures, which means we need layers. So I'm gonna try to make this quick. I'm going to start with this side. It's a little chaotic and it's not fully packed yet, but I will show you what I have and we'll go from there. So first things first is I have an outfit here, and this is just my airplane outfit, which I'll probably wear throughout the trip, so I'm gonna count it in my packing. And that's just a t-shirt, some joggers, and a sweatshirt. Next, I have my trail runners. I'm taking these instead of hiking boots this time, just because they're a little smaller. I'm only gonna use them for a few days, and they should hopefully do the trick. And then I'm bringing some boots for going out at night, dresses, things like that. I am bringing a winter hat for New Zealand. Not super heavy or anything, but it's just gonna keep my ears warm. And then some gloves, also for New Zealand. These are our photography gloves from Freedom, FRDM. You can get them on Amazon. Great gloves. You can't get them on Amazon anymore?
No.
Oh no, well maybe you can go to their website, FRDM. Oh gosh, I hope they do. They have like very nice gloves for photography, light, medium, and heavyweight. Highly recommend. And then a couple things. These are not snacks. These are energy chews. They're typically used for running and like marathons and stuff, but Ben doesn't do caffeine anymore. So I took them and I'm going to use them to try to fight jet lag when we get there. And I've never tried fighting jet lag with caffeine before. There's only 50 milligrams of caffeine in here, so it's only 100 milligrams like total, which is really not that much, but it might be better for instead of like coffee throughout the day. So I'll try it. And if you are interested about that, let me know and I'll let you know how they work. Reusable tote, always bring the reusable tote. It's helped us in so many countries when you go grocery shopping, things like that. It's just really, really easy. And this one, Peak Design, is fairly waterproof, so that's nice too. Then I have my adapter. Ben actually bought this for me, and it has the Australia, US, and UK adapters on it. Pretty nice from Anchor, so I'm taking that. And then this is my toiletry kit. Or not toiletry kit, this is my kits, one of the little kits that I bring, and if you've listened to our podcast from last week, go listen to that. This is what I describe in there, and it just has like sink suds and like stomach stuff, earplugs, Advil, lactose stuff, just anything you might need in the moment. So I have that. All right, that's the chaotic side. And there's gonna be a couple extra things that go in there, like a rain shell, like a ball cap, and things like that, but those are packed in my other suitcase for the other trip we're taking today. So, moving on to the clothing side of the belt. I have my puffer jacket, my down jacket. It's kind of just going in my suitcase for now because we are starting with the warmer part, which is Australia, so that'll stay in there. I have, let's see, one pair of black jeans, black skinny jeans, one pair of like black, they're like cargo leggings from Athleta. It's good to walk around in. One pair of blue jeans. One pair of, these are thermal leggings for like hiking and stuff in New Zealand. These are CRZ Yoga, really affordable. I'm gonna try them out. And then I have my green joggers. I pretty much bring these on every trip. They're lightweight. If it's really cold, you can put something underneath them. They're just really, really comfortable. I think that's all the bottoms that I have. And then I have a dress for going out in Sydney, going out to nice dinners, things like that. This is a really versatile dress because you can wear like sneakers with it, you can wear heels with it. Really, really good. It's a jersey tencel from Quince. Highly recommend. And then I have 2 sweaters here to wear in like New Zealand, things like that. One's a little heavier than the other one, so this one can probably be worn when it's like 60s. And then the one's really for like more of the colder weather. I have a bodysuit and a flannel to go with it. I have a lot of different styles going on here, I just realized. But bodysuit with flannel. You can always take the flannel off if you really get really hot. So layers. I have a couple of short sleeve shirts, more of like blouse style. So this one's like a blouse style. This one's like more athletic, but it's like a stylish one. Yeah, okay. So those are the two short sleeves, as well as the one that I'm bringing on the plane. So that one can be repurposed as well. And then I have long sleeves because it's really just, the temperatures are really kind of in the middle. So long sleeves, I can just throw a jacket over, or I can just wear them without. I don't like sweat too much, so I can get away with like 70 degrees in a long sleeve shirt. But I have a white one and a cream one, and then I have I just have a black one as well. Those are really easy to pair with just any pair of pants, right? All right, pair of pajamas, and then I have this is called a rash guard. It's like a sun shirt we're gonna try to do some scuba diving while we're there, the Great Barrier Reef. So I have this, and I am missing my bathing suit, but I will put that in here when I get back from the beach, because that's the trip right before this, is going to the beach, and I have it packed in my other bag. So something else I'm going to bring is my dive watch, I think, for that. So I'll bring my own dive watch. And then obviously you have your under stuff. Other than that, it's really just my toiletries and my electronics. Other than that, that's pretty much it for me. So you will get to see the male version of this packing from Ben, and that will be coming up right now.
Alrighty, so like Kayla said, I'm going to give the men's version of this packing. I went a little bit different than I do normally. I think Kayla kind of already mentioned that. We're gonna go to a few different places, so we need to be pretty much ready for any climate that we get. It's gonna be a little bit of a colder trip. If anybody remembers, we mentioned in our South America video that we wanted a cold trip for our next trip, and so this is what we're doing. So we're going to the Southern Hemisphere, and it's gonna be winter there. So, alrighty, so let me start. I'm also kind of following what Kayla mentioned earlier. I'm going to pack a pair of like trail runners instead of a pair of boots, just because they're a little bit lighter. We may learn that this is a major mistake. These are also not waterproof, but I did apply like a repellent to them that maybe will help, but we will see on that. Kayla wanted me to let you all know that we will also put edits in the comments. So if you want to take a look at our list or anything that we changed out, we'll put that in the comments below as we travel, just to kind of keep this video up to date with recommendations in case anybody else is planning on going to Australia and New Zealand during the winter. I'm also bringing single belts. So that's coming with me. I have my rain shell here, also with my puffy jacket inside of it. It's just a nice little compact thing. So this should be pretty durable and should be great for the weather that we're expecting to see. Pair of gloves, just a pair of simple leather gloves. Very nice stuff. I also have a single sweater that I'm planning on wearing. Should help keep me plenty warm. I also packed my tripod. I forgot to mention at the start of this video, but I am packing in a brand new Monos suitcase. Now this is a suitcase that's a medium. It's called their hybrid suitcase. Now that I've taken everything out of that side, you can probably see it, but it's my first time packing in this. I have finally caved in and gone up to a medium suitcase. Oh, I definitely had some troubles when we were traveling to Oslo last year, trying to fit everything into a single carry-on. So I think for 2-week trips, a medium-sized suitcase is a good, happy medium. All right, just a few little extra things, little vitamin C packs. I have a bunch of my toiletries in here, just regular stuff, including my power adapter as well. And then, just a few other general toiletries and things like that. It's nice that they have this little pack here to do this. I'm also interested in this Monos because they actually separate both of these packs. So I put all of my undergarments and all of my socks into the different pouches. It's kind of nice to help keep it organized there. So we'll probably do a bigger review on this suitcase later, especially if I really like it. But just kind of a quick sneak peek here. Alrighty, so this suitcase also has this extra layer of ability to hold clothes in. But let me start to get to some of the clothes here, which I'm sure is why all of you are watching this video. I have a basically overshirt here. It's kind of like a padded overshirt. This should be good for temperatures in the like 40s, 50s, and 60s for me. Anything warmer than that, I don't think I can really wear this. Here, let me put that all over here. I've got a large number of shirts here, short sleeve shirts, because I typically wear short sleeve shirts under my jackets. I just get too warm. Looking at this, I actually have 5 long or short sleeve shirts. I should have a total of 3 long sleeve shirts. These are all different varying weights. So like the one that I have from Arc'teryx here, this is a little bit heavier. And then I have some like lighter versions and one from Lululemon here that I think is like a mid-weight. So we'll put that there. I have one base layer. I am always like a little bit hesitant to bring base layers because I almost never wear them. But because the temperature in New Zealand is going to be so cold, I will at least throw these in just in case I need to be a little bit warmer than I anticipate. I do have like one nice overshirt flannel here. I really like this shirt. I've had it for a few years, but it's a nice just, black and gray shirt that goes with almost all of my clothes. I do have a number of shorts that I'm bringing with me, especially because these are also going to be my swim trunks. So I have a pair of like soft shorts here, and then 2 pairs of essentially swim trunks, but I can also work out and run in these as well. Alrighty. Oh, I do have one short sleeve like dressy shirt in case we go out to like a nice dinner. I wanted something that I could at least dress up if I needed to. All right, so I have a good number of pants here. I think I have a total of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of pants plus 1 pair of hiking pants. So obviously this is probably a little bit overpacked for the time that we need because we will have laundry while we're there, but I wanted to make sure that I'm at least prepared. So I have a total of 5 pairs of pants, and then I have 1 pair of hiking pants just in case. I think we're planning on trying to do some hikes in New Zealand, and this is a little bit heavier and it's a wax coated pants. So these should be like water resistant, but hopefully that really helps you. And I've got a few extras here. I think this is a short sleeve shirt as well. So there's my 6 shirts. So that is what I've got for all of that. Oh, and I'm sure everybody knows this, but if you haven't, we've had our suitcases lost like a number of times by the airlines, and it's taken them like a significant amount of time to find them. But these air tags have actually saved us a number of times because we've been able to kind of look and see where our suitcases are. So if you haven't, I would definitely recommend putting an air tag into your suitcase. Just kind of a quick tip from Ben on that. Try to put it close to the edge of your suitcase, because if you put it in the middle of your suitcase, all of those clothes are going to prevent the signal from getting out. So if you can put it close to one of the sides or even on like an outside pocket of your suitcase, that's the best way to do it to make sure that the signal gets out and that you can still find your bag. So I'm just gonna toss that back in there so I don't forget it. All right. I think that that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you like this type of content. I know that a number of people have loved our packing videos in the past. They've always used them as kind of the way to help them pack, especially because we kind of go in off seasons. And that's kind of like one of the big ones that we're doing this year is New Zealand and Australia in the off season. So hopefully this helps you kind of decide if you are wanting to go to New Zealand and Australia in winter, and hopefully it helps you out. All right, that's it for this one. We'll see you on the next one.